Oh, there's the camera. Why isn't the camera working? Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is Christmas Eve. We are back for another stream. Going to do some open source today. Mindstormer has just raided as well. Thank you, Mindstormer. Welcome to the stream, raiders. How are y'all doing today? You were doing like a 12-hour stream, weren't you, Mindstormer? I saw you on last night. Is this still the same stream? Welcome, welcome. Marsha's here. Hello, hello. Let me say hi to everyone who is here today. Literally just done. Congrats. Nice. That's crazy. Mr. Spacey. Thank you for the resub at 4 months. Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. And welcome back. Good to see you again. Let me say hi to everyone who is here. Marsha was first today. Fixter Jake is also here. Let me ask, welcome, welcome. Last Juicy. How's it going? Indie Monkey, good to see you. Opti says yellow. What? Oh, like hello. I understand. I get it. I understand. RKJ, good to see you again. Mr. Singh, hello, hello. Mahamdi, welcome, welcome. Mathrix, welcome to the stream. Konik with the Love Peak L, good to see you, Konik. Drunk Time Lord is here, as well as Mindstormer. Hello, hello. L'Assault is here. Man, we've got everybody here on Christmas Eve. It's crazy. DV Music is also here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Rask, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I woke up this morning to like 15 emails. For some reason, everyone's like, oh, I guess it's Christmas Eve. It's time to work on open source. So we're going to be here today working on some open source. Keller Marcou's also here. And Oramus, hello, hello. We need AWC paint. What are we painting today? I don't know. We might do some paint. I don't know. It usually comes up organically. I'm not sure what we'll be doing today. Someone asked about AOC. Who is it? Fixer Jake says, how did AOC have been going last night? I solved it, but didn't solve it. I'm fine with my solution. So what I did was, basically reversed engineered the assembly, got it down to a bunch of expressions and variables, and then threw those at Z3. And then Z3 with maximize spits out the answer. So that's what I did. And I'm completely okay with that. But yes, that is what AOC ended up with. Mather says, greetings from Germany. Well, welcome, welcome. Why is it called Christmas Eve if it's morning? So in the US, it is the day before Christmas right now. Marsha says, did you have sex with Eartha Kitt in an airplane bathroom? What the fuck? What are you talking about? What does that mean? RKJ says, visiting family and bored already, which means open source time. Yeah, that tends to be how things go. Aura says, I got to day 6, a quarter of the way. I guess I'm pleased with myself. Nice. That's pretty good. It's a community reference. Oh. It came up organically. I get it. I understand. I understand. Vorgs says, do you participate in other contests like Top Coder or Code Forces? I do not. Advent of Code is like my once a year do competitive programming-ish things. Yeah, I would, but I just don't have time. And admittedly, I barely have time for Advent of Code, but it's such a tradition that I sacrifice other parts to do it, so. He participates in life and he's winning. Maybe. Maybe not. Why is it so warm in my house? What the fuck? Let me go check my thermostat. I'll be right back. The thermostat is set at 66, but it is 69 in my house. So presumably my neighbors are cranking up the heat, and it is affecting my house, which is crazy. Rask says, I gave up on day 18 of ASC because my dad entered ICU with COVID. Yeah, no, that's way more important than literally anything else in your life. Yeah, that should be your #1 focus. Yeah. Vorgs! Thank you for the sub! Am I now a winner? You are now a winner. Thank you for the resub at 4 months. Thank you for your continued support. Hopefully you're doing well. What's the secret to life? Pfft, I don't know. Look at all your shinies. Definitely a big winner. I mean, that's one interpretation. It could also just mean I'm a big loser because I have thousands of shiny Pokemon. But Ian says, I admire your problem solving skills. Thanks. Although I didn't actually problem solve here. I just threw it at a thing that's smart and it spit out answer. J-Dowls, how are you doing? Neighbors cost of 69 in your house. See? That is true, Drunk Time Lord. Alright, what is the first thing on our task list? A question on pre-commit. Let's see what we've got here. How can I know the pre-commit arguments inside a hook? You can't. I'm looking to get a way to provide all the arguments from... This could be good. No, that's not how this works. There isn't a way to do that, somewhat intentionally. The hook shouldn't care about how it is called, just that it receives a list of file names. For example, pre-commit run all files is basically just a shortcut for pre-commit run files get ls files. And even with that, it doesn't... And even with that, your hook executable may be called multiple times with a subsequence of the file list. Well, the answer is no. There is not a thing for that, nor will there be, because it would not be helpful. Talk Mock Talk, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I will finish it today. You may wake up. Potentially best Christmas gift. Well, I'm hoping for your family, Rask. Hope that goes well. I know it's tough times. Yeah, I've had a bunch of friends who've lost family, and yeah, COVID fucking sucks. Kanan says, my mom got admitted in the hospital in July due to COVID. Her lungs got scarred and she has long COVID, but she's recovering now. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, this pandemic's been hard. I feel you there. Dudell says, laying in bed, about to nap, typing this message with my remote. Holy shit. That's crazy. Only one double dash? Yeah, that's true. Only one double dash. At least I'm on brand. At least there's one, right? TIL get LS files? Oh yeah, LS files is great. LS files is real great. Beat says, what's the blue thing? Looks like Marsha's gotcha. I need one. Well, you can click on that Amazon link and get one. Beat, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Type 677 is awesome. What is 677? Is that the... Oh, this one. Oh, there's been a lot of talk about this on the mailing list. I feel like it's kind of nice, but at the same time, there's a lot of like syntax ambiguities. Like, what was the one that people were arguing about? People were arguing about unions and whether the operator binds higher or lower than unions and whether that would require parentheses and like a whole bunch of annoying stuff. I don't know. Oh, also whether the async keyword makes sense there or not. I don't know. It seems alright. I'm not super sold on it yet. I also don't use callable all that often, so I don't feel like it's that much of a benefit, but I don't know. Seems alright. I want to start contributing to open source. I'm a beginner. Looking to until day 17. That's a lot of days of AOC. I wouldn't say you're so much of a beginner if you can do all the way up to there. Can I get a TLDR on this? I think it's kind of going over my head. So the TLDR of of that PEP is right now. Oh, this file has stuff. Right now, to make a callable object, you have to do something like this. This is a function which takes an integer and returns a string, or maybe takes two integers and returns a string. This is the syntax for today. The syntax proposed by that PEP is to do something like this. This would be the same signature, and of course my editor is like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it doesn't know about syntax that doesn't exist yet. This is the TLDR of that PEP. Oh, how can I start contributing? What project issue should I choose? I have a video for that, and Artemis has helpfully linked that for you. It's just like TypeScript and Kotlin. If you're gonna have a lot of callables in your callables, then make an alias, or you're making it hard on yourself. Yeah. Is there a difference between capital list int and lowercase list int when declaring data types? There is not. Lowercase list int is new in 3.9, or if you're using from future import annotations, you can use it in 3.7 plus. Jay Gridley says +1 on getting to day 17 of AOC. Some of those were really tough. Yeah. Day 17 is fairly impressive. Day 16 has been my favorite so far. What was day 16? Day 16, oh, was the bit parsing one. Like, what is this input? A lot of people did not like that one. I thought it was alright. I thought it was a little tedious. I thought it was alright. Marsha said I did 0 days of AOC, but like 6 days of AOC last year. Marsha, you can still do it. You can do it at any time. Armin says, gonna keep working on it through January. I want to finish this one, even if it takes a few months. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, should be. There's no time limit. It took me 2 years to complete 2019, so I completely understand that. Haskell syntax, yes. Welcome to the stream, Platypus. I introduced future annotations to Luciano, and now he's gonna add the 3.7 device to Fluent Python. I thought that was the guy that didn't like types. Maybe he has some other unpopular opinion. What is his unpopular opinion? Oh, maybe he doesn't like code formatters. I think it's that he doesn't like code formatters. I don't know, my brain associates him negatively in my brain. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't remember why. The description was absurdly long. Yeah, a lot of them have a lot of reading. It seemed to be arbitrary complexity for the sake of it. Yeah, admittedly in the packet definition, I would not have had both of these modes. You actually don't need these in a wire protocol. Like I would argue that these two modes are technical debt and not actually useful in a protocol format. Because either of these could be represented using the other one. And you know, this one is more succinct, so this one is a better form of the packet of the probably a better form of the protocol. Like I think this was unnecessary complexity. I think the rest of it was actually pretty fine. But I'm probably gonna do AOC 2020 after finishing 2021. 2020 was so much easier than 2021. I kind of understand why, because like everyone was burnt out from the pandemic that year. I mean, we're still burnt out from the pandemic this year. So I imagine Eric made it slightly easier to handle that. I learned a lot already from doing the first few AOCs, and now I'm going to be watching some MIT lectures on DSA because I don't know anything about them. DSA. DFA or DSA? What is DSA? Democratic Socialists of America. I don't think that's the right thing. Programming. Oh, data structures and algorithms. Duh. Like what? What AMS? Didn't like types till protocol came out. Maybe you see Ramalho and you think Coralho? I don't know what that means. Yeah, data structures and algorithms, yeah. 2020 was really easy. Only day 20 was hard. What was day 20? Was that the puzzle day? I think that was the puzzle day. Day 20 wasn't actually hard either, just annoying. Yeah, I mean the rotation was a little bit difficult, admittedly. Okay, on to the next one. Another predicament thing. Local predicament hook for roost dependency stylua results in executable stylua not found. They have their config, so we can just reproduce this. How much free disk space do I have? 5 gigs. Is that enough to pull the pre-commit image? I don't know. Podman, RMI, WAT1. Docman. Did I really just say Podman and type Docman? What? What am I doing? Arrow bounce, how you doing? Docman. That's so funny. Why didn't this none image get collected? I have both of these. Bad password is my password, by the way. That's a new one. Yeah. Mindstormer says good night. Yeah, I mean you did a 12-hour stream. Go get some rest, my dude. Thank you for the raid again, and I'll see you around. My 12-hour grind has me leaking brain fluid. Yeah. Go to sleep, man. 5 gigs. I don't know if that's enough, and I don't think I have Rust installed. It would be Rust C, right? Yeah. Alright, let me set up Roost. I think there's a way to put it into its own special directory, right? Cargo home equals this. We need cargo home, we need roost up home. And this will end up on the path. Rust cargo bin. Opt rust rust up. Opt rust cargo. Ah, shit. How does it know where to put this? Perrin Shotgun. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. You add tofu. Tofu's a grill. Wow. Tofu's a fixed grill. Should give you a few gigabytes. You see. Think I have some chugging dessert beers before going live? No, I haven't had anything to drink today. But I did, I had pizza this morning. I feel awful. I feel awful. Oh, we set a temporary cargo home here. Let's just start with this. And see where this goes. Roost up version 123, 124.3, 124.3 arc. Don't know why this is a variable. Okay. Double quote. Rest up, dog. Yeah. It's cold pizza. So half of it was cold pizza, and the other half of it was pan fried pizza. Because I couldn't fit all 4 slices. I had 4 slices. I'm a fat fuck. I couldn't fit all 4 slices in the pan, so I had some of them cold, some of them warm. Okay, how do I call this thing? Rest up in it. All of these arguments. Okay, default toolchain, we need the roost version. And it is 1.56.1 or .0. Arch equals this. Alright, that should hopefully get us some rest. Chaos Killer, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Are you familiar with dedicated servers? Yes? Rest up in it, mate? Oh my god. Configure your current shell, do this. Okay, we have RSD, cool. And we need to do these. And then we need to have a Lua file. I think this is valid Lua. I don't know, I don't have syntax highlighting. Git commit -n foo. And can we reproduce? Oh yeah, rest time. Well, I don't know that we're gonna actually write any rest. We are just trying to reproduce their report, and then we will look into the actual thing. Is there a way to add permissions to some users, like sudo or reboot? Yes. The sudoers is a file. Oops. Right. So this is how you grant permissions. This file is like real easy to accidentally give way too many permissions to things, so you got to be really careful when you do this. But this is one way. There's also etc sudoers.d, which has which you can drop other files in here that follow the same syntax. So like for instance, these are 3 sudoer rules that I have set up on my desktop to make it easier to develop pre-commit CI. Okay, we have reproduced the problem. Let's look at the documentation for Rust, because I think this is maybe not the right thing. Roost. Click on the roost. Additional dependencies. Use the syntax package name version to specify a new library dependency. Yeah, I need CLI. So if we put CLI here, and then try again, then it should work. Pronounce Eve? What? Sudo is bloat? I don't think that is a popular opinion. I think sudo is just fine. It does what it's supposed to do. It occasionally has bugs, and it has a lot of features that maybe don't need to be there, but I think, like, you know, claiming that a 160k binary is bloat is a little silly when you have things like you have things like Go, which is 14 megs, or, you know, JVM stuff, which is just massive. Have you seen sudo's mascot though? I have. That thing is nightmare fuel. I don't remember what it is. I just remember it being nightmare fuel. Yeah. The fuck is this shit? No. Hey, it passes. Cool. Looks like you've got a tiny mistake in the syntax for additional dependencies. for Rust, there's two formats. One for library dependencies, what you're using right now, and then there's one for command line dependencies, what you should be using. If you switch it to this, it should work. Question. Okay, 2 done. Out of the way. Nice. Only 8 to go. Is it better using multiple accounts with different permissions instead of only one? Like hosting one account on a game server, another account on a website. I don't really know what you're trying to build, so I can't really answer that accurately. My general thought with configuring users is that you want to give users the least permissions necessary, and you know, isolate the various services in their own user accounts. Peggy Dicers, how you doing? Welcome back. Canjar says, for creating a virtual env, do you prefer PyEnv or virtualenv? So PyEnv is not a virtualenv creation tool. So that question makes no sense. But also I don't like PyEnv. PyEnv is a really easy way to compile Python poorly. Chaos Killer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I tend to avoid PyEnv. Oh, you mean venv? Yeah. I literally have a video about this, so you should just watch my video, and I will explain to you why I pick one over the other. But sometimes I use the other one. CPP stands for compile Python poorly. Biggie Dice says it's a good video. I've watched it a few times. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. On to the next one. This one's always a pain in the ass. Oh, it's 6662. Global variables must be assigned to be used. I don't think this is... Wait, this guy is open source famous, isn't he? No. Why does this guy sound familiar? I don't know why. My favorite Anthong video is still testable command line. That is literally the first explains video. It's a pretty good one. Dick Jake says a lot of the Python tools that make managing virtual environments really suck and add stupid stuff on top of what should be a fairly simple process. If you don't want to type more, just alias the stuff and be done. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Doesn't look that active. Yeah, that's why I think I'm confusing this person with someone else. Maybe his name looks like DDLs. No. Okay, let's look at his patch. There's no way it's right. Is unassigned equals false? Nice double negative Boolean trap. Those are off to a great start. What? Is there a way to get users their own folder and they can do whatever they want in it? Yeah, that's the home directory. You would create a home directory for them. Armis says, oh no. Hey, what's up, Dark Polearm? Hello, hello. To be fair, false defaults do make sense more than true defaults. Is unassigned equals false is the opposite of what you want. Like what you would really want is assigned equals false. And if it becomes true, then you know it's okay. Well, it defaults to false too, so this is just setting false to false. I guess it starts here? Alright, let's see what their test is. I don't think this is correct because... Oh yeah, we gotta... clean up the rust. Learn a lot just by watching Anthony reviewing code. Yeah. Is assigned as camel case instead of snake case. Yeah, no, it should not. So the problem is there's a lot of old Pyflex code that is camel case, but all the new stuff should be snake case. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna install SL. I've heard Al Swagger uses camel case. Al Swagger uses camel case just to piss people off and so he can ban people in his chat. That is literally the reason that he uses it. And he's so fucking stuck up and obnoxious about it. That's why I cannot watch his stream, because he just intentionally disregards the best practices of style. And bans anyone who mentions it, which is just annoying for no good reason. Started coming up on my recommend in the last few days, and just seeing that channel angers me. Yeah. Take Pack, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Make individual accounts and grant individual users only one folder. Yep, yeah, that's what the home directory is. I jumped into an Al Swaggart stream last week. He was really boring to watch, not that interactive. Yeah, he doesn't talk with chat either, which is like... I don't know, I feel like that's the whole fucking point. So I'm guessing theirs is broken here. Wait, I thought the whole point of their patch was to make this thing break. Full variables must be assigned to be used. Oh, they changed the X filling test. Well, let's start by being like, new code should use snake case. We're slowly migrating over the legacy code, which uses the old casing. Start with that. Komato's new Komato's new Gus. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Hatula Pro says, just gotten here. What are we doing? We are working on some open source stuff. Yeah. You should check out NeoVim. No thanks, Freckafane. I'm good without it. I have checked out NeoVim. I know how it works. I know the author. But yeah, going into someone's stream and suggesting a text editor is not a productive thing to do, so please don't do that to anyone, especially not me. But welcome to the stream. What are your takes on Sodings? He covers a lot of different programming content. I find him really interesting. I like Sodings content. Our timestamps don't overlap very often anymore, though, so I don't get to see his content all that often. Bill's gonna start streaming. He's really fun. Yeah, that would be cool. What is SL? SL is Steam Locomotive. It takes over your screen and just makes an ASCII art, and you can't Control C it, which is kind of funny. This is a bit of a double negative and a Boolean trap. It would probably be best to change this to signed equals true and make it keyword only. Ooh, I can link to my YouTube video. Keyworld. Nice. Oh, Wilkins, you also caught Keyworld. An user with permission for only a folder can get out to root. Only if they have the permission to get to root. And by default, usually they don't have that. I don't think this is right. Name in the last scope. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is correct. For instance, in a closure, it would not be global. Actually, we can just do this to represent that. Oh, unless it had already been found here. Called when a binding is altered. ::(-1). So in the reversed scopes, finds this scope. If existing, for instance, a closure scoped variable and shadow a global variable and is a separate scope. I don't think this is necessarily true. A function later in the module could modify that variable and give it a value. An unused global statement in another function does not define the name. This test should not have been altered. Why did this test change? Okay, so we have a global variable A. We use global here. This should be undefined name. Should just be undefined name. So what does it end up having? Local variable A defined an enclosing scope on 3 referenced before assignment. Find an enclosing scope on line 3, reference before assignment. What does it say on master? Yeah, I don't think this is right. I don't think this new error here is correct. Seems to be correct on main branch. Okay. Was launched, textualized, and now he's a founder. He's raised funding and hired employee. Wow. And he never misses an opportunity to link his videos. I mean, there's a few other things I could have linked. I don't always link my videos. They can't get out with CD dot dot. I mean, yeah, no, you could CD around. Even, like, I am a user on this machine, and I can CD to wherever I want. There are some things that are not CDable. Well, they're not listable because they don't have the execute bit. But yeah, set up a VM. Yeah, like Marsha says, set up a VM, play around with it. That's a good place to start. Or even a live USB. Oh, I've not done a live. Yeah, that brings me back to my fucking Knoppix days. Running live CDs. Whew, that was fun. Last time around, I created a user with no permission. He got out with CD and saw all the folders. And what's wrong with seeing the folders? It's usually not really a risk there. Why are they using global? Because they're wrong. Honestly, PyFlake should just ban global as a keyword and be like, if you use global, that's your own fucking fault. Hey, what's up, Armchair General? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, on to the next one. Well, I guess... Okay, no, this person just said, thanks. Cool. This one's from RKJ, and I see that Ian has already commented a lot on this. What changed here? Okay. So, right. So there's a potential where it exits before the options have been set in the catastrophic failure situation. This is why fucking late init sucks. Yeah, I think what this should be is if self.catastrophic failure, return 1. Yeah, I think this should be this. My bad. I think this should be... Oops. Ideally, eventually I want to factor away the location class since the late init options has a lot of problems. Actually, that should have just been commented directly. Damn it, GitHub. How do I discard? Belladothis is here. Hello, hello. Oh man, you guys are real chatty today. Flagate source is weird. Yeah. Don't tell Ian, but a lot of it's because of Ian. And I've been slowly trying to factor out a lot of these gross patterns, but there's a lot to fix. What's your initial reaction when you see union int no return? Does that seem valid? What do you think it should mean? Yeah, I've used that. It means on some branches it never returns, on other branches it returns int. I don't know if I use this syntax or if I use the union syntax. Oh, fuck. That just matched empty string. I guess we just find all the no returns and then from there find the unions. Maybe I don't have any open source examples. Yeah, looks like I don't have any open source examples. Value no return to no return? I don't think that's right. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, I guess I don't have any examples, but it seems fine. Oh, the bang today is incorrect. Bang today. Oops. Set today. Working on misc open source things. On the slash key, so even if I hit enter on Discord, a lot of them go there. That's funny. Another instance of assert the end of main, which it hits first. In run. Oh, this one here. Yeah. Hatchula Pro, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. This is also my fault. This is just like such a stupid option that just should not exist. How does this get set? Count results is from report. File checker. Oh, this stuff is so gross. Yeah, in the catastrophic failure case, it should... Like, I think this should actually just be else. I think that is what it should be. Is that what your name is on here? Yeah. You did it on. Yeah, I think this is the right way to do that. And then... Yeah. That's what we want to do here. We're having a bunner party. I don't have mop emotes though. That 44 says no return should only be used when a function never returns. But it no returns on some branches. I think it's fine. And missile to open source. Ormus says, I noticed you switched your keyboard back. Yeah, I mean, I switch it back when people change things. Ian also noted it might be a backwards incompatible change. Yeah, I think it's a good backwards incompatible change. Also, the next release is going to break a bunch of stuff anyway, so. The only use case for no return is to disallow you to assign a value from a no return function call. That's not the only use. The other use is to indicate that code is unreachable. What song is this? This one loops. Playlist is stuck. This is the current song in the playlist. But we're going to the next one, because get stuck there. Sandpaws, how you doing? Grumpy Dennis, good to see you again. Welcome back. Yeah. actually slightly more involved. There's a fix for that. And actually, I think I need to apply this on the main branch already. So I think I'm just gonna do this as a patch, and then you can rebase. Actually, I think this is broken on means, so I'll split it out to a separate patch. What is another way to control C, I guess? Why does that one work? Oh, we need an option error. Zero Dancer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. We need this to error somehow. Keep reminding myself if for whatever reason I never hear music in here. Yeah, it's kind of quiet. But isn't reachable? Do you have an example? There's a bunch in PyTest. If you look at all of the no return uses in PyTest, it is pretty often used for that as well. Here's another example where something just always raises an exception. And so this is used to know that, for instance, because of this is no return, so this must always be none here. So it's used as a type narrowing here. So that's another case. Oops, close the wrong file. I don't think there's any way that this can raise an error currently. Girl with the green keyboard. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't have a green keyboard. I've just got boring old black keyboards. But maybe one day I will have a fun, colorful keyboard. Always raise an exception is the same as never returning a value. Yeah. Yep. When you debug something like this, what exactly are you looking at? The flow of information through variables? Right now I'm looking for something that can raise an exception. Yeah. It has to be earlier than this because I don't think this can raise an exception either. Oh, this could raise an exception. So if we have how does that not end up in the branch that we are fixing? Oh, because we don't catch those specific examples, we let everything else bubble up. So it has to be an execution error or a keyboard interrupt before we parse options. So we have to just do it really quick. That's too quick. There we go. There we go. And now it's fixed. Fix attribute error when catastrophic failure is triggered. I should write a test for it. Please fail something. Oh well. Hey, what's up, Python or CPP? Welcome back. Ezekiel, good to see you again. It's already Christmas for me, but I don't care. I'm not Catholic, I'm Orthodox. What? What does that mean? You mean you're not capitalist? Voter on TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I will be right back. I need to fill up my water. I will be right back. I'll see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Orthodox is the 7th of January. What? I had no idea. I had no idea. Okay, let's actually do get reset soft head caret, undo the commit, and actually we'll just do get reset and check out the patch, make a failing test. Tests. Test keyboard interrupt does not crash. Test early keyboard interrupt does not crash. And we want capsys. And we need to patch something. We can just make load config raise keyboard interrupt. Do we have that imported here? Probably not. Config, fleet options, import config. Keyboard interrupt. Damn. Slightly too long. Assert CLI dot main So we kind of want it to have a file of some sort. Let's do this. Equals 1. What's the messaging here supposed to be? Dot. Yep, cool. Apply the patch. I forgot a new line. Cool. I love debugging connection issues with containers. So fun to figure out. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. What's the difference between a class and a data class? It's something I recently discovered wasn't too clear on. So if you're talking about Python's data class, the module, data class is a special magical decorator that generates a class. If you're talking about data classes as a general concept, usually they are things which just contain data and don't really participate in object-oriented patterns. They are just data bags, essentially. Often referred to as like plain old classes, plain old objects, plain old Java objects, plain old C# objects. That's POJO is a often acronym for them. Python has a new data class though, which may be something that's getting confused there. Ellen Mest and PlayState Wolf Live, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Even though they can have methods. So yeah, data classes are a little different. Real King Phillips says, isn't data class just holding data with no behavior? That is the intended use of data class. Of the computer science word data class, but more fun trying to set up SDL2 and CMake on Windows. That doesn't sound fun. Did you check out data classes with a K? Yes, but like I don't use data classes with a C, so I don't really care. Hey, what's up, Niram? Hello, hello. It's funky. It makes sense. I mean, it's dynamic class building. That's just how it has to work. Exonity, hello, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Wonder if the hack from data classes will end up in the standard library? Probably not, because data classes has way more complex behaviors that can't really be fixed with that. CSS is my passion. Oh, I have another email already. One. Let's go merge this. It is decided. Fireflakes has dropped Python 2. Yeah, I just merged it. Tubeworm, how's it going? Good to see you again. It's been a while. How's life? An engineer, CSS is my passion, sysadmin, ZFS is my passion. No, I mean it's more like a joke in that like there's the what is it? To play on this. What's the original? Oh no, I don't know what the original one is. Oh, I guess this is the original one. It's a 2014 meme. Ellen West says, are you by chance participating in Advent of Code? I am. I have been streaming it every single day. And I am just barely going to miss the global leaderboard. Yeah, it is now impossible for me to reach the global leaderboard. Unfortunately. But pretty happy with my 428 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now Postgres authentication is being stupid. Oh no. Aki says happy Christmas and happy Christmas to you as well. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, I got to complete day 24. You could just cheese it like I did. Okay. This person always eyes emojis like literally everything I do on GitHub, which is kind of fun. This is such a weird option. I don't know why it exists. I was about to approve my own PR, which is silly. I'm just going to merge it. Build works again. All right, cool. My favorite EOC solve was one where you could just override plus and minus and eval it. You didn't even need to do that for some of them. Was it 2020 day one? No, it must have been 2019 day one. No. What day was it? There was one where you can literally just put parentheses around it and eval. That one is maths. 2018? Yeah, it's 2018 day one. This one you can literally just eval. Okay, back to this. I think there's a better way to do this. Yeah, so you can check the return value of config.read. Do. Attempt to read and parse an iterable of file names, returning the list of file names which were successfully parsed. Read file. Read and parse configuration data from F, which must be an iterable yielding Unicode strings. Oh, it must be a file object. It's like, what the fuck? Why is that so weird? Okay, yeah, I think the better way to do this is to look at the return value. A slightly more succinct way to write this is If not, config.read config. Dim says, "What's wrong with your keyboard?" A lot. King Phillips says, "I was looking at Python at the first time after doing 3 years of Ruby. This eye emoji represents that time pretty well." Yes, indeed. Indeed. Oh yeah, sorry about the merge conflict. All this technically breaks backward compatibility. I think this is a move in the right direction. And I'm okay with this being a new. It just needs a slight rebase. Oh, I would also maybe add this to the unit tests because this file is fairly well covered right now. Test unit. Yeah, so right now the unit tests for this have 100% coverage. Are you still here, RKJ? So I would add a unit test as well. This file. Invalid Lurker, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Actually, now that you mention it, I think there's actually another. I think there's a duplicate for this issue. Real King Philip, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Maybe not. I could have sworn there was one, but that's fine. Oh shit! I just. Well, that's annoying. I closed my Streamlabs notifications. Legate doc streams enforce PEP 257. It just calls PyDoc style. So whatever PyDoc style does, it does that. I have no idea. I don't use it. I think doc strings are dumb, personally. Language R, work with RStudio. No docs. What is that? What is this commit? Oh. What changed here? Yeah, that seems fine. R script exec. Isn't this gonna give you /r script? Oh. That is a behavior that I have not seen before. Command line executable R script should not be used when called from R itself for some version incompatibility. But instead, in that case, the full path should be specified. This first half seems completely fine. The second half, I am concerned about. I guess it's only at install time, so maybe it's fine. Whatever, they're the one maintaining this, so if they broke it, that's on them. Lol. That seems fine. I am going to... Should I rebase their branch? I don't care. Or fuck it. Another one. God. Person is so obnoxious. So they added ARM support. Added ARM support. And it was like a whole bunch of back and forth because I get the feeling that they don't write Python very often. And this checksum that they put in here is just garbage. Hey, what's up, OM? Hello, hello. This is when you find out they're lurking in the chat. There's no way they're lurking in the chat. There's what, 88 of you here? But this is just the wrong fucking checksum. I don't know where they got this from. But it was just completely wrong, which means they didn't even run their own fucking code. Absolute garbage. But now I have to re-release this, which is just annoying. Grumble, grumble, grumble. No, they don't get a kitty cat. Oh, did it not actually close the issue too? Okay, it did. Oh, I'm not logged in my password manager. God damn it. Well, you get to look at my face for a second while I mute myself. Let me do this real quick. There's no tests. It just builds. That's all it does. But yeah. Okay, let's release this thing. You can see the password in the reflection of your eye. Yeah, exactly. Nicely. Trying to catch a Murkrow and Brilliant Diamond, and it's bitch to catch. I thought it doesn't have that high of a catch rate. As his release version. Yeah, this one's versioned a little bit weird. It uses the first 3 segments as the shell check version, and then the 4th segment as our repackaging. So generally it's just whatever the upstream version is. But this is so that you can know what shell check version it comes from. It maybe should be plus pi 3 or something like that instead of .3, but it's webs. Hey, what's up, Tesla RX? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. I think we upload the 3 wheels for this. macOS, Linux, Windows. We have to. And we need to do someone's trying to tell me the syntax of C# is similar to Python. I mean, they're both C-like syntaxes. I think that's somewhat fine, somewhat correct. Okay, that looks good. Use the PyPI password again. They have async await and context managers. Pretty close. Yeah, they also have. I mean, they don't have. They have annotations instead of decorators, but I don't know. I think they're more alike than they are dissimilar. Like I would say C++ and Python and C and Go and C# and Java. They're all fairly similar syntax. Even Ruby. They're not Lisp likes or functional languages, so they're pretty similar. All right, has the build completed here? As got to do this, and then we have to do Windows. Then do we make a release here or no? Just do this. Cool. Annoying, but done. If you added curly braces and went with different casing, it would be very similar. Yeah. Recently I saw the using syntax, which is weird. Why would you want to dispose the value right away? Using is the same as with. Using and with are very much the same. Like the C# using statement and Python's with statement. They're basically the same idea. It was inline? So it was using without a block. Is that syntax new? async disposables. Okay, so I've used this syntax before. Are you saying that it's just a semicolon here instead of this? Oh, like this. Beginning with C#8, you can use the following alternative syntax for using that doesn't require braces. Oh, so this is just when it falls out of scope, it's disposable. That's cool. I think I like this more than this. Because this is a little less strict about the lifetime. That's kind of neat. It just disposes it when it goes out of the function scope. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. All right, on to the next one. Oh, I hate when people don't reference. What the fuck is a valid? I know what .d is. Oh, this is just an issue, not a pull request. Please send a PR with references. Thanks. Another one from the same person. Echo push. They are similar to C++ files, but have a different extension based on their content by convention. Webs. How is a C-like language made my GNOME for GTK? Interesting. Well, I'm not going to spend the time researching it. Your author can spend the time researching it. You can also just send a fucking patch, because that's just how open source works. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Accidentally marked. I marked GitHub as spam. Oops. You're not spam, GitHub. The last thing I have, I don't know if there's more to work on here. We've only been streaming for an hour and a half, so I'm gonna have to find something else to do. It's alright, I have infinite things to work on. I'm gonna close this since it didn't end up working. I worked around this in another way. Thanks for the patch, though. Are there anything else I can clean out here? This doesn't pass the tests. Not gonna review it. Azure is still red. Is there something missing? Yeah, no shit. It's red. Oh, this is cool. I want this to happen. Oh, this is something that... God, that was opened in March? Feels like that was like 2 weeks ago. Where is all the time gone? Babby dev? Maybe. Dino says, look at all these babbies I earned while napping. Nice. Okay. This ready for review again. Oh, Should have replied to this. Whoops. So language version is intended to allow hooks to specify that they need a specific version of a programming language. Do any of the other languages actually have this? Yeah, Ruby and Node have this right now. For Lua, it might look like this. Default language version. Discover all of the Lua blah blah executables and pick the newest or most appropriate one. Allow the user to set language version, which would then use a specific Lua to do the installation. Whoops. It says Matrix Revolution tree. Don't know what that means. I guess I can review the code as well to save us some time. I thought this was just a one-line file that was import context lemma. I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's a larger file. This needs to check that they are executable and a file. Otherwise, this will discover non-executables. One way you could do this slightly easier would be to collect all the possible base names and then use find-executable to return the first non-one. That it reuse most of the saying for you. I don't know if value error is the right type there. Wild. Add an ad at the beginning of your stream. An ad for a bad movie. Oh, I don't control the ads. Free. What is this double semicolon? This is formatted a little strangely. I think it's fine though. There's prefix. Prefix.star. This is so funny. That's fine. Package dev 1. That's maybe not a great name. Urulaikizangu. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Package dev 1.rocspec should probably have a less generic name so it's clear it comes from pre-commit. These are kind of useless doc strings. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Love Pigment Flagate helps a lot in maintaining code. Yes, well, I maintain both of those, so you've come to the right stream. Now what am I gonna work on? Cause that's all of the email that I have. We could potentially try and fix deadsnakes 3.11, which has been broken for a long time. AOC 2016. We could speedrun a bit of AOC 2016. That's another idea. I kind of want to try and fix 3.11, or at least poke at that for a while. Because it has been broken for a while. And I should fix it. Or I feel like I should fix it, because right now it's just kind of stuck on an old version. And I get an email every morning about it being broken. Maybe A-Lint. Oh. I have not worked on A-Lint in a long time. Not since mid-October. What do I have left to do? Most of it. Isn't it always broken? No. Not always broken. Usually I have it fixed and working. It does break frequently. So much left to implement here. Island time. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish that project because yeah. Alpha 2, so we need Alpha 3. Is that the latest one? Oh, you should probably stair step to the Alpha 3 first. What? That is such a useless link. Why do you do this, GitHub? I click on 492 tags and it takes me to an empty releases. It's so annoying. So annoying. So annoying. Okay, Alpha 3. Run books. Import upstream 3.11.0 Alpha 3. And then we have to debug why it is broken. Muck around in a Docker container. So I feel like I don't usually like to listen to Christmas music. um, I think I listen to Christmas music like one day a year, which is today, basically. Um, and I think my favorite album uh is Reliant K's Christmas. I actually just really like pop punk Christmas songs. Like emo Christmas songs for whatever reason. I think they're all just like I don't know. I enjoy them. I don't know where I was going with this. But this album reminds me of um actually reminds me of oh, I spelled this wrong. Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend because we used to go to this like what is it called? Nonprofit charity um shelter. I don't know what the right word for it is, but basically we would go and volunteer at this place. I don't even remember what we did, but it was like really far away, and they had the place we volunteered at had one CD with Christmas music, and it was the Reliant K album, and they just played it on loop the whole time, and it was great. Um, but that's what that album reminds me. What the fuck is going on here? Why is this taking so long? Usually this takes like seconds. Is it stuck? What are you doing? Of course, as soon as I start looking at it, it finishes. Anybody know somebody like Anthony only using PHP? Sorry for the off-topic question. Oh, you're looking for somebody who's good at PHP? I was good at PHP in a former life. We don't really talk about that anymore, though. Okay. The shell just needed some love, yeah. Okay, so this is the conflict that we had many, many times. And I don't remember which side is which. I think this is our side. Oh. A merge conflict in the configure file is concerns. Uh, what is this patch? Alucrid, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Where is the patch so I can actually see what it is? We're back to when I did a ton of Laravel. Yeah. Now you're just good at Java. Yeah. What is this patch called? Oh, I can do this. Okay, so it is just this block in here. What changed upstream though? Some get value. Is that the right thing? No, that's the define. What? What am I looking at? think I'm looking for this. Gut show, yeah. Proof and simplify for more configure.ac checks. Oops. Okay, so this is this syntax, and this is this syntax? Wait, this line didn't change in here. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to keep this patch and just ignore the change here. That is what we're going to do. Oh, there is more here. Yeah, sure. And then I have to exit 0. Okay. And this will be broken. I'm pretty sure. And I need to figure out how to fix it. What is this? Warnings warn. Oh, I remember what this is. I think they changed the format of the second argument in AC define. Oh, did I just break it? It was bracket 1. No, I think it's because this is there's two forms of this function in autoconf. One of them is just like this weird nested listy thing. But it ends up being the same value, and it doesn't matter because we only ever build on Linux. So this just never gets hit. This is basically just a commenting out the check. So I don't know why I didn't just comment out the check. But it's Debian's patch, not mine. Wait, this is building? Why does the nightly one fail? Has the nightly one just magically fixed itself? No, because it hasn't built in forever. Maybe Alpha 3 was before this failure? Blah 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 blah. Big pull. Merge conflict. Is it literally just merge conflict? No, 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 here we go. What the fuck is this? Define reference to PyAir check signals. Yeah, this was the fucking shit we ran into last time. It's something to do with the module setup thing. Like, this is not linking against the right files. Don't know the reason why. So that is the same problem we ran into last time. What is this trying to output? Also, do we LM enough times in here? Holy shit. What is this building? It is building freeze module. Library objs emit frozen. Where's this come from? We're clearly missing whatever defines this. Which comes from what module? Signal module. Which I think is in this file. No? This file? Yeah. So I need to figure out what this setup.bootstrap file is supposed to be. Orman says, what was your first open source project? Have you ever talked about this? The first one that was kind of significant was this project, Get Code Debt, which we made during a Yelp hackathon. It's basically a way to plot technical debt and code metrics based on diffs. Basically, it parses a bunch of diffs and generates line counts of stuff, and you can use it to do graph-driven development. It's not technically the first thing I released as open source. I think the first thing that I released as open source was either this thing or this thing that I never finished, or this thing that I deleted. Where's the other one? Oh, probably on page 2. This thing or this thing. Yeah, so this was some old Python 2.6 code that tried to make, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of deadlocks and bugs in here. I tried to use threads to do timeouts and length timeouts for command execution. I mostly wrote this to do some amount of sandboxing for student code. Hi MSM, I was trying to make a web app to manage Minecraft servers. Never finished this project. I went down a giant rabbit hole building a schema form generation library, which was a lot of fun, but I sunk a ton of time into this and then gave up on the project. But I think it was an idea to turn JSON schemas into web forms. This is a cron job that I set up to find when people changed their skins for like holidays and stuff, because I wanted to just collect all of their skins. Pretty creepy project. Don't really know why I wrote this, but oh, you can see like the original version of pre-commit in here. Yes, this was a project to try and match braces in student code. What in the fuck? um, yeah, I don't know whether it worked or not. It was used for some amount of time. This was an attempt to write a functools wraps decorator for classes. Which was definitely wrong. 100% wrong. I have since learned that there is a better way to do this without needing to do any of this fucking shit. But I didn't know better then. And that's some of my really old open source stuff. Don't take that out of context, yeah. Cyber Benny, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. Okay, setup.bootstrap. What do you get used for? Okay, I think this is the thing that's not getting set up properly. Unconditionally run make setup. Is this thing right here. -c this. -s modules. Big setup.local. Is it literally just missing this argument? What in the fuck is this doing? What the fuck? Some pretty cool projects. I mean, they were mostly practical things that I wanted to do. So everybody says, about to go to sleep after family game night. Nice. Deckle Hunt says, how you doing, Nathan Villian? Hello, hello, welcome back. Merry Christmas to everyone. I think math.o doesn't exist anymore, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I think I can get rid of this. Is that all I need to do here? That doesn't feel like this feels too easy. I feel like I would have tried that already. Let's try it. If it's that simple though, I'll be happy if it's that simple. There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. I always typo this name. Bootstrap is what I usually do. Yeah, if I remember correctly, last time we did this, it just crashed like almost immediately here. I think this is further than last time. But now we just wait. How's everything going, chat? I guess we can rebase the nightly, even if we don't have it building properly. While this builds. Okay, we failed earlier here. Build. No targets stop. I don't know what that is. Armin says, doing well here, slowly working on my Pokedex while I work through the main story of Mount Coronet. I still have not finished BDSP, mostly because we spent a bunch of time doing Advent of Code. So we'll catch up to that eventually. Oh, how does this work? We have to update branch. Yeah, so we just decided to take our side there. We'll do that again here. What? Nested argument groups is deprecated. Argument group. Okay, so I think that they just added the warnings module up here. So this conflict is just my girlfriend got it for me as an early Christmas present. I've got a few more games, but I want this one finished before Legend Arceus comes out. Yeah, Legends Arceus looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Let's do exit 0 here. Nope, clearly not. I do the same thing for Bionic. Okay, so that's updated but not building properly. Now we need to figure out what's going on here. What is make setup? Modules make setup. So the weird thing is, when we called make setup here, it just seems to have called make. Convert templates into makefile and config.c. So maybe this worked, maybe this didn't work, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Bagel PT? Okay, so what is this supposed to do where it ends up with no targets? Make build target. This is where it's erroring. No targets stop. So that makes me think that the make file didn't get generated properly. Like this is what's confusing to me. Sambulo Senda, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. If mark is disabled. Yeah, so this is the change that broke everything. So make setup actually didn't change all that much. Some new configure code though. Just for decimal. I don't know if I changed a bunch. Yeah, so, well, setup modules has been broken for a long time. I just haven't been able, I haven't had time to try and fix it. So we're trying to fix it today. Okay. Standardlib. Do we have that here? We have standardlib.in. Is this what we are missing? How old is this? This is new as well. Okay. How does this get generated? Config status with this. Got it? Setup modules can be renamed to break modules, yeah. Jake says, man, I'm getting old. My girlfriend got me a KitchenAid stand mixer. I'm so fucking excited. That's great. That's so perfect. Man, stand mixers is so good. Python 390, hello, hello, welcome back. Yeah, I have one and I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so we have to generate this file. That's one other thing we're missing. Oh, we're also missing this down here. Oh, we're missing both of these files. I think that tells me what to do. But how do we get config.status? Where do you come from? From configure. Precious. It's not referenced in here at all. We're gonna try just doing that first and see if that fixes it. Last day of having a code, and I'm on day 14. Thanks, University, for being a black hole of time. Yeah, that'll happen. I'm only on day 7, not because of delays, but I'm stupid. No, I wouldn't say that. Everyone can go at their own pace, and you learn it along the way. And however far you get, that's fine. There's no ego about it. You just get whatever you want to get to. Vonson, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And 390 say I have a question. I'm getting into deep learning. Oh no. I was reading that for a good result we need, for example, millions of images to feed our neural network. Where the heck can I find 1 million images? Be Facebook. That's basically the answer. I don't know anything about neural networks, so I'm not at all helpful. First class Podman Sport, yes. Yes, this is a duplicate. That's basically the setup that I use. However, it's currently broken and being worked on in 1484. Like to contribute, perhaps, and help get that patch into shape. Okay, this is good. That's a step in the right direction. But now I need to figure out how to generate that file. And it does run configure. Creates models setup.local. What is setup.local? Create empty setup.local. Okay, cool, useful. CD $1. Maybe I can just add that in here. Wait, why are you tabs and spaces? Try that. Facebook or hack Facebook? Yeah, I don't know. How does one write out an entire issue yet never look at the other issues or open pull requests that do exactly the same thing? You know, I don't know, because if you go to here and if you search Podman, you get this issue, which is, yeah, already open. I don't know. I think that would be the first thing that I would search. But speaking of ASC, the other Discord I'm active in is a server to discuss fantasy novels, and a bunch of programmers there are on ASC thread with a private leaderboard. Turns out one of the dudes is like number 15 on global. Nice, nice. I peaked at 89 on global. I'm pretty proud of that. Devil Kid, how are you doing? Good to see you again. 390 says, I'm starting to learn C. Why are you learning C? Why C? Why do you want C? Doesn't seem like a good idea. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah, that's a stretch of a pun. Bad stretch of a pun. Okay, what is the error here? Maybe this is not supposed to be dot dot slash. Maybe this is just supposed to be. Terrible mess if I have no fucking idea. Oh, I forgot to commit. It would have errored for a different reason. I have no goals of ever getting on the leaderboard, but that's because I'm not doing AOC at 5 a.m. my time. That's fair. That's fair. I do it midnight my time, although I'm adjusting with I'm living in PST until tomorrow. Well, until tonight. I guess tomorrow, because I'll have to live one more day in Pacific time for tonight. Server didn't come with rails. Oh, I assume you mean like rack rails? I don't know what that means though. I've actually never racked a server. I don't know, what does it mean? What does it mean, D-Delsp? Rack rails? Ah, cool. I'm sure you can just buy them though, right? Surely those parts are cheap. I paid for them, but they were not included. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Why don't you just buy servers? You just like go to eBay and search. Let me make sure I'm not logged in on eBay first. Public, private information they share. Okay, yeah, logged in. Let's go to eBay and like, oops, I clicked on an ad. You just search server. Oh. Huh. I mean, a Facebook group for old server hardware. Interesting. I don't even know what to look for or like what's good. Like, I don't know, 12 cores and 64 gigs of RAM. That seems good. But I don't know whether that's worth $400 or 350. I don't know where. I don't have a rack. What would I do with them? Do you self-host Bitwarden? No, I'm just using hosted. Works well enough for me. Well, we got a new output here. Ignoring recipe. What the fuck? Why? Why have you done this? Oh wait, look. This file already gets created. So we don't need to recreate it. But why? So I should be able to delete this. Oh, this is so painful to work on. I have no idea what I'm doing. Depends on the age of the processors. The Unst River, hello, hello. Merry Christmas to everyone who is celebrating and in the right time zone. Yeah. Still Christmas Eve here. See if this one works. I'm gonna look more at the CPython patch as well. I'll type it again. Bootstrap. Hey, so this adds setup.bootstrap to this list. I think I also have to figure out what's up with this, because that part's missing as well. I think this one is easy. I think this patch is literally just include this other file in here. We got this same thing again. Okay, so let's see about .standardlib. Interesting, it does not get passed to the make setup call here. This file is not yet used. Okay, so I don't need that file. Happy St. Patrick's Day? Wait, what? Have you been drinking airbounds? Oh. This is cool. That's a lot of sticks of RAM. Or are these, yeah, those look like RAM. Cool. I wonder if I'm chasing ghosts. I wonder if there's a different bug. And I just think it's this bug because it's very close to it. No targets. cd this run make setup. So this make setup is supposed to modify the makefile? Oh, what is this module setup standard lib? Modules setup standard lib. We do need this file. But we need it in what order? We need it before setup.bootstrap. Okay, we have local, then standard lib, then bootstrap, then setup. This is all just to build fucking WASM. Ethan! Ethan! So the weird thing is, this is supposed to run make setup. Oh, I don't even know. Hey, what's up, Babelbona? Hello, hello. What are you making? I am trying to build Python 3.11 alpha 3. And they changed how the compile flags work. And Debian has not updated yet, so I don't know the right way to do this. So I'm mostly guessing. I don't completely understand Debian's build system. Because there's like 1,000 lines of makefile, and I just don't know. He can't reply. He has his VPN on. Yeah. But also, Avalbona, welcome back. Good to see you. We were mostly just running the build in a loop while I try different things in different orders and pray that they work. So far, we have been unable to make them work. And as far as I understand, the difference is due to adding an mscript in build, which is kind of crazy to me that that was the goal that makes this super broken, but I understand at the same time. All right, I'm gonna fill up my water while this is running. I will be right back, and I'll see you in a sec. All right, I am back, and it has failed again. Do you meet with your family later or only tomorrow? Probably tomorrow because I still have Advent of Code tonight, so I'll be going over there tomorrow. So it failed in this way again, which I don't get. We also got this no targets thing again. Which is annoying. Oh, interesting. It's using J5. Where did that come from? But this is in DH tester. I should also, I wonder if I should update the makefile syntax to support this file. Source.make, is that what it's called? Source.makefile.json. Yeah, where do I get this grammar from? From this person. They are forked from TextMate. And do they accept PRs? There's one in July of 2020. Oh, that was a year ago. F8XJ, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, this is the one used by VS Code. Makefile.plist. Oh. Over 18 months ago, so probably not. Well, the thing is, these shouldn't need updates very often. 2 commits behind. Does that mean TextMate is doing theirs? Add MK file extension. Huh. Yeah, that seems like a good patch. Syntax sign for nested directives inside define blocks. February 6th though, so maybe they would take a patch. I don't know, that's off topic, we should not care. What is this variable supposed to be? With PGO. So I find it weird that it says that there are no make targets whatsoever. So that tells me that there's like no make file there. Or the make file is malformed. And now we get to watch the output again. I wonder if I just edit it in the container, if that's going to be faster than what I'm doing. Probably. I don't know though, because I don't know the right make steps to run in order. It's scaring me. All the software engineers are starting to get into content creation. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Alamander? Oh, so this is only supposed to be used for the mscripton build. Wait, why did my thing not print the... Oh. Is it literally empty? The makefile is literally empty. That seems like a problem. Okay, so I don't think this file is supposed to be included at all, because it looks like it's only used for mscripton builds. You're upset that you're streaming. What's wrong with that? Maybe I stream for fun. I mean, I would love for it to be my actual job, but every day in my YouTube feed I see new software engineering based YouTubers. I don't know. You might also have confirmation bias because if you watch software videos on YouTube, YouTube is just going to recommend that stuff to you. And there's millions of software engineers, and you're probably seeing like 5 or 10 of them. I don't think your numbers are anywhere close to the right values there. Touch makefile.fixed. So this is what's wrong. What the fuck is makefile.fixed? Is this a Debian thing? I'm not gonna find this either. This is touch with reference this file, and then move this file to here. Isn't that always going to create an empty file with updated timestamps? What is the goal of that line? Doesn't make any sense to me. I wonder if the upstream Debian packages do the same exact thing, because this line might be fairly old. Debian Python 3.10. Bye, I have to go to sleep. Well, thank you for stopping by. Merry Christmas. And happy holidays. Which one is older? Unstable? Unstable I think is newer. Uh, Oh, I got rid of the sed line here. So I think I just need this. One drive down, 7 to go. Nice, nice. I'm going to, while this is running, patch up this grammar. See if we can improve it slightly. It's not what I want to do, but that's fine. Does file types match? I think it's getting farther. I think it's working. All set file types. Okay. What is one that might have flashes in it? The get one? Yeah, the get one. Here's the get one. No, it just does that. There's like a first line thing that we can maybe use. Some of these things do. Oh boy. We could do a first line match for for the make shebang. That would make it highlight better. Okay, but what does that look like in plist for him? What do I want to do? First line match plist site github.com. Oh look, we found one. Why is this highlighting weirdly? Why is this not highlighting as XML? What is this highlighting as? I don't know. I don't know what language this is highlighting as. It should be highlighting as XML. Wrong identify. It's identifying it as makefile and plist. Well, that's funny. That shouldn't be happening. Why does that happen? I mean, because it has makefile in the name. It's kind of funny. And shouldn't plist be XML? I guess it's only XML sometimes. Oh well, that's fine. It's less annoying than is that the right thing to do here? What did the Python one do? White space slash dot star Python with potential numbers. Guess we will use that same thing here. But yeah, I think this is building. I think the hack that I did fixed it. Which is good, which means I can turn those builds back on. GagBL, how are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again. What are you working on today? Your Flutter app, nice. Welcome that noob. How you doing? Download or update. Only this. And then download. Only that. And then I have to also install Babi in this virtual environment. Hey, look at that. We get Makefile highlighting now. Coding night into Christmas. Yeah, exactly. This is half an hour away from me. Nice. Well, it's 5.5 for me. Almost done with refactoring it from just Android into full Flutter app. Ooh, cool. That's awesome. That was because you installed the VM. So the reason I had to do #r, I have a video on this, don't I? Explains hash. Nope. Hashcash. Hashcash? Is that what I named it? Hashcash? Hashcash. Bash hashcash. So what happened was I had typed Babi and it had resolved to this executable, and then Bash had cached it. Then I installed Babi, which made a newer one appear earlier on the path, but since it was in the hash cache, it didn't look it up. So that's why I did #r here. But yeah. Let me send this pull request though. Debian/rules files typically start with user bin make -f, but have a non-standard file name so they don't match make file, etc. This allows them to match nicely. This patch enables them to be matched. Oh yay, it's symbols failures now. That's not so bad. Okay. Well, I can get rid of that cat too. Fix creation of config.c based on setup.bootstrap. Now that we have the symbols output, we should do... I'm debating just turning off symbols, because I don't think anyone actually uses them. Maybe I should just do that, because it is a real pain in the ass. Actually wanted it to go one commit further back. And that should work. So we will release that bad boy. I have this with PyTest often and get unexpected import errors because it uses the one for my global virtual env. Deactivating and reactivating the virtual env helps as well. Yeah, because virtual env deactivation runs #char. I just don't install PyTest globally, so I don't have this problem. Yep, babi is written in Python. Indeed, indeed. I made it myself. Gotta get my GPG password. And then we have to do the nightly ones as well. Oh, and I have to do bionic. Blah. I don't use virtual envs yet. Well, you should get on that. Virtual envs are amazing. To bionic. All right, we have to do this again. 1, 2, 4. Continue. Continue. Case. One of those things where something has to go wrong before it properly pushes into your mind. Ah, you have not been burned yet? I am amazed. So we need to cherry pick these. And then we need to cherry pick these. And move those up. Cooper says, I'm slowly getting the hang of poetry so it doesn't annoy the shit out of me. Ah, poetry. Ah, poetry. Poetry has some interesting default opinions. One which I have unintentionally tickled and angered a lot of people from. And that one is, if any of your dependencies specify a minimum Python version, you have to adjust your poetry file to also match that minimum file version. So if you look at Python requires across like a whole bunch of Python dependencies that use poetry, they all have set 361 as their minimum. And that's entirely because pre-commit sets 361 as the minimum. So I think is funny. What's poetry another winter? No, it's a packaging tool. Yeah. It's like pipenv kind of, but a little bit different. The answer says I have pre-commit talks and PyTest in my global virtual env. I would just remove PyTest from your global env. I don't think it's actually that useful there unless you have no dependencies. I'm pretty sure poetry is a form of literature. Yeah, it's not like pip. It's not really like pip. It's more like setup tools with magic. So hysterical. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The word hysterical has interesting meanings, or interesting what's the word, etymology. I agree. I see. So you know the roots of hysterical. It's like what, rooted in sexism? Is that what it is? Etymology. It's like people thought they were crazy because they had yeah. They thought it was a uterine craziness or whatever, and now we just define it as, yeah. I kind of regret picking this name. Wheelie Daddy, welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's why like hysterectomy and hysterical have the same root word, despite in modern usage having nothing to do with each other. What was I doing? We were doing the nightlies now. The music. Oh, we had already done part of the patch here. Oh, are you fucking serious? I was so close to getting this right and just didn't. Is that really it? So dumb. Also, I always forget to update this virtual env. Yeah. What a conversation we're having. I mean, we always talk about weird shit. That's just the way the stream goes. It's fun that way. I'm programming a choose your own adventure game for my girlfriend right now. Ooh, that sounds cool. What's the theme? What is the goal of it? How does it work? What are you programming it in? I wonder if I can just rebuild and this will work. Yeah, look at how long this has been failing for. I've been getting an email every day since whatever this day is. November 20th. It's been broken for a month. How do I just trigger it? Maybe if I just click on one of these and just do rerun? Rerun. Apparently there's a Easter egg way over here. Seems like a really bad Easter egg though. I don't know how to see if we go further. But also like, how would you know how to find it? What does this button do? Hunters. Yeah, like I don't know why you're allowed to scroll these off screen. That just seems dumb. I wonder if there's other stuff in here. Visual graph. That's the workflow bit. Oh yeah, here's the thing. -200, -4,000. So you would just have to know that that's there. Oh, this is the list of all the GitHub Actions contributors. Cool. Nespasa, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Some purple workers spent all this time putting these drive slot spacers into these drive trays, and I'm just yeeting to put a drive in. That's funny. My girlfriend is big into D&D. She'd like that as a Christmas present for next year. Nice, nice. It's just me trying to be goofy. It's a Christmas present for her, so it's Christmas themed. I'm using a decision tree for the choices and using a stack so I keep track of the choices she makes so she can go back in time if she didn't like the choice. Oh, that's cool. Why is the canvas even so big? I have no idea. I think it's literally infinite overflow. Where is the thing? Full width. Yeah, it's just literally infinite position or infinite width. I have no idea why. Maybe you have long running actions and you're very bored, you scroll around and stumble upon it, but it's 4,000 pixels away. I wonder if I put it on a 4K screen if you can even see it. Let me try that. 4K screen, refresh, set size to 0. Does it show up? Oh, it barely is off screen on a 4K display. You guys can't see it, but maybe that's what they were designing for, and that's why it's 4,000 pixels away. Like it probably shows up on like a 8K full screen 8K display. Day 25 is going to be parsing a game of life based maze. Yo, that would be so fun. That'd be so fun. I'm hoping I get points today. That would be I've never gotten points on the last day. It'd be nice to get points on the last day. But also, like, given how few people completed these days, I think there will be a better chance of getting points on part 2. Oh, spoilers, I guess. But we'll see. We will see. It's kind of interesting. You can see the ones where part 1 and 2 were basically the same difficulty, and ones where part 1 and 2 were very different in difficulty. Like these ones, the original problem was hard, and then the second part was easy. But these ones, part 2 got more difficult. Wow, 100,000 people, 110,000 people have done day 1 in any amount of parts. We have another notification. I don't know why it's not in my email yet. Oh, it's RKJ. Cool. Only 150 people completed part 2? No, that's 150 people that haven't completed it. Those are people that have done part 1 but not part 2. I'll leave Ian a chance to say no, but I'm going to improve this. So I'll merge it either tomorrow or the day after, depending on whether Ian checks in on it or not. I guess that shows that part 2 is a lot harder then? No, so a small number for part 2 means that part 2 is easy relative to part 1. Or it was not a big jump from part 1. So like anytime there's a small number here, that means that part 2 didn't get much more complicated. But for instance, on this problem, Part 2 was a significant jump in difficulty, so a lot of people did not get part 2, and so that's why they're stuck in this realm. I would have flipped these charts the other way around, but maybe that's feedback for Eric tonight. 1-1-1-1-1, nice. Even better than trips. Got quintuples. Okay, I think this is working again, which is cool. Over 11k, not doing 8 part 2 doesn't bode well. Was 8 the crabs? Yeah, I think that was the crabs one. I think Juicebox Hero just did that one. But crabs. That's what email is. Yeah, and the copyright claims on YouTube have been nuts this month. 6 was crabs? It was either crabs or fish. One of the two. Or it was I'm not gonna show the solution, no spoilers. Oh no, 8 was the display. 8 was the display. 6 was fish. And then there was the polymer one. Very similar to the fish one. Hey, what's up, Itzeus? Hello. Almost threw in the towel today? I kinda did. I got the answer, but I don't know how to get the answer. But that's fine. Because I just used Z3. Where's the little bit of Z3 code? Yeah, I just used a formula solver. It's hysterical says, I love watching this stuff. Just got my first programming internship. Nice, awesome, congrats on that. The first job's always the hardest one, so it's easier from there. Okay, let's finish this grammars thing. I think I actually want to just download them all. That'll clean up the working directory. Wow, that's so fast. Completed, modified. Make fork. Use a fork of the make syntax, which detects shebangs. First task is replacing a whole bunch of references. Oh, interesting. Arma says, just finished my first month, still doing a bunch of training. I spent all week staring at the same 2 functions, 50 lines of code, because it's not passing their weird internal tests. Oh no. I find if I get stuck for a long time, that's probably a good time to ask for help. Although I completely understand the, like, not asking for help thing. Because I also very rarely ask for help. Just because I feel bad doing it. But if you're stuck for, you know, days at a time, I would probably reach out to somebody and see if there's some more senior member that can help you. I feel like the zoom is not quite right. Wow, that test was fast. Oh, this is Pregment CI. Do I have other CI on this? I do, it just hasn't started yet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is I like how fast this is. But I can get this down to 0, and I can probably shave a second off of this. So I could probably get this down to like 4.8 seconds, which would be even better. I could maybe also combine some of these. Well, there's probably only like 5 milliseconds of work here that's elidable. Yeah, I have not worked on Precommit CI in a while. I want to work on GitLab support at some point. Should I just do a big update? Big update. Can be scary and ask for help, but necessary to do. Yeah, yeah. Arma says, I've asked for help, but my mentor is off with COVID. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, COVID, oof. Well, looks like we have a lot of updates here. Let's see what this does. TypeScript, PowerShell, Dart. And whatever we're gonna pull from the VS Code rebuild. This one always takes forever. All these build tools are crazy complex. I swear it's easier to learn C++ than CMake. Yeah, I think that's true. And you know, whatever you learn from CMake doesn't necessarily translate to other build tools either, like Scons or Ninja or Make or Blazle or any of the other millions of build tools. Holy shit, this takes forever. I guess cloning VS Code takes a while. I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing right now. Wow, Adam bumped something? That's crazy. Usually they're really bad about taking pull requests. Oh, they added lock files? Is that it? Hammers. Oh, they patched something and then reverted it. Nice. Myths, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Honestly, still never learned how .h files work properly in C. I kind of know how they work. Just ifdefs. Ifdef or pragma once. Honestly, they should just make pragma once a standard. Because every decent compiler implements it. This is still going? What the fuck? Git is taking half a gig of RAM. Fun. And 300% CPU. What are you doing? Oh, I finally finished. Praise be. Now we have to do Docker. No. Oh, and after all that time, it was just like, yeah, everything's up to date. We're good. Everything's chill. Oh wow, Docker faster than VS Code. Confirmed. Alright, bin download syntax. Download. Then we run the tests. Pip uninstall babi grammars. Install dot. And then how do the tests work? Test grammars. Well, the test passed, so probably it's fine. What's all this syntax for? It's the highlighters. It's the language grammars for my text editor. So it's how syntax highlighting works. Does it have to clone with full depth? I don't know how it works. Clone no checkout. I think it does. Because or at least it needs to know, it has to have the blobs for whatever that thing is. What it could probably do is shallow clone at the current revision and then fetch forward. That would maybe be faster. Although this command's not going to work. Oh, you can't see it. It's git branch -r -- contains. So it might be able to be done faster, but I also only ever do it every once in a while, so it's not a big deal. My professor sent us a zip file with an entire code blocks installation and Allegro 5 installed because no one could install C libraries on Windows. God, code blocks. Do people still use that? I've not heard that in a really long time. Is this still building? What are you doing? How are you not done yet? CSS is my passion. Well, it's almost done. It's doing the last part. Yeah, it is pushing it now. Okay, cool. So I think that fixed it. Nice, nice. I like how this only tests Python 3.8. I guess it only needs to. It doesn't really have code. Moises, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, we can merge this. And this. And then make a release. Bacchanal, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. 0.0.32. My password. Man, the /s thing on PyPI going away is really annoying at work because I do this all the time now. They removed the redirect, so I have a user script that does it for me. But at work I can install user scripts, so it's just like, oh, again. Pyro the Dragon, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I used CodeBlocks in my intro programming in C in 2015. Wow. Let me ask says, congrats me. I've answered 2 questions today on Stack Overflow, never done any before. I have a few points on Stack Overflow. 45,000. I would have more, but I downvote a lot of people. Where's the, like, yeah. I would have, like, 1,000 plus more rep. But that's the way things go. Look at this crazy stat. I've been a member for 10.5 years, and I visited 3,330 days. Which is like 85% of days that are days I visit Stack Overflow. Gekbiel says, would it be faster to just check the last hash from the remote origin to determine if you need to run pull? So, yes and no. Moises, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. That would be possible, but it actually does updates more often than it needs to. Because if you look at, I don't know which pull-in. That was totally what I meant to do. Microsoft / VS Code. I'm surprised they haven't taken this guy's handle yet. Syntax. It's Terraform. It's not the right one. Extensions Java. Extensions. Java, syntaxes. Okay, so if you see this file here, this file very rarely gets updated. It got updated 11 months ago. And if I bumped it every time the entire repository updated, this version would just bump every single time. And I wouldn't really know whether things changed or not. So what I use instead is this commit. This commit is the one that I reference in my grammars, and this commit only refers to the particular grammar file. Although I don't know why I am using VS Codes when I should just use this one instead. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe VS Code has patches on top of it or something. Don't know. Wait, they just added the shorthand thingies a few months ago. Yeah, they're gone already. They're already gone. Wow, an 18 terabyte drive. Crazy. Is that mostly for visiting for Stack Overflow at work? No, it's just whenever I do it. VS Code famous editor by Victor Salazar. Yeah. You were answering Stack Overflow questions when I was playing with sand. Nice. Baby grammars are just based off VS Code grammars? Not necessarily. So VS Code uses the same type of grammars, as does TextMate, as does Atom. So I'm just reusing any of those. They'll basically work. There's like four forms of them. There's JSON, CSON, plist, and JSON C. So I have to be able to parse all those. I ship just JSON. There's also some that are YAML, I think. Let's see, do I have any YAML ones? Oh no, I guess I only use JSON, CSON, plist. Yeah. But yeah, that's how it works. It is pretty cool to be fairy hat. Indeed, Grindshell. Indeed. Alright, so I should be able to... Actually, we can just do... Just delete this virtual env. We haven't recreated it in a while. And we'll just have Puppet recreate it. Aquasic, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Is Babby like Vim? No. It does have some Vim commands, mostly for the memes. But it is not a modal editor in any way, shape, or form. Imagine developing code that combines them all and you just have to learn one language. I mean, yeah, that's basically what my thing does. It just converts them all into JSON. Can you provide me the best definition of MVC? Probably not the best, but I can give you my thought on MVC. It's model view controller, and it's a way to organize backend code. It was very popular about 10 years ago, less so now. It's the idea that you separate your data layer into the model layer, your controller layer into the business logic, and the bridge between your data layer and your presentation layer, and then the view layer is your presentation layer. And it's just a way to separate concerns and think about and organize usually REST APIs, but you can really do it. You can really do MVC for anything. Yeah, that's the PR, the other server. Yeah, I already looked at it. I commented on it because I was sad. At least /p stays. /p has been there for a long time. /u stayed as well. It was just /s that got removed. Sadly. Debian rules. Hey, it's highlighted now. Nice, cool. And this passed. Look at that. That is cool. Let's upgrade. Sudo apt update. Oh, I can probably just run Puppet again. That'll upgrade it if it needs to. In modern web apps, view is similar to the controller. No, so I mean, there's other paradigms like MVVC and really popular. I don't know, something similar to that. But there's like basic different different ideas around the organization. But like in a React web app, you could think of the React code as your view layer, and the server that serves the data is kind of your controller layer. The organization and definition kind of falls apart a little bit, but that's kind of the basic idea. Okay, I think that tells me that Launchpad has not built it yet. Deadsnakes, PPA, or maybe the build failed. That's ArmHF. Okay. Waiting to build. Wow, I'm surprised so many things are building today. Yeah, I don't know why 310 has been having trouble with ArmHF, and it's a hardware fault. Like it dereferences something that, yeah, bus error, which is usually, that's like the bus error is kind of the hardware equivalent of segfault. So it's kind of nuts to see that in a build. And I thought this had been fixed, but I guess not, because I had reported it to CPython and they made a patch that fixed it. But oh well, don't care. Vocal. What is this? There are some builds waiting to be built. I think this tells me that maybe those are all pending. AMD 64 for Focal is done. Finished 8 minutes ago. We don't have the latest one yet. That's fine. Walsy, hello, hello. How are you doing? You caused too much redirect traffic? I couldn't see how it is possibly my fault, but I would believe it. It shouldn't be my fault. Cool. What? 3 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, I dropped frames today? That's wild. How did that happen? Please tell me stack overflow points. You can call something like mention CV. I would not mention stack overflow on a CV. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I don't know. 3 hours and 40 minutes is quite a lot for Christmas Eve, and we will be streaming later today, so I think we're probably gonna wrap up here. Yeah, this was fun. Got stuff working. Built this thing, so now I don't get an email every day, which is great. Later today, when? In a little less than 5 hours. But yeah, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos to YouTube 3 times a week, so you can check those out. I'm also uploading all of my Advent of Code solutions, so there's 1 more day left to go. And if you missed any part of the stream and you want to catch up on that, I upload those to my second channel, which you can get through from here. And I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony, where, yeah, I basically say what I'm going to work on, then we work on it. And I will be streaming for the last day of Advent of Code tonight, so stop by for that if you want to see the finale. And I also announce on the Discord, which you are all free to join, so come join the Discord, hang out with us. A lot of smart people, and there's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions, and a lot of people can answer those for you. But thank you all for stopping by, and let us go find someone to raid.